The Last Voyage of the Demeter is a vampire supernatural horror movie directed by Andre Overdahl. Now, I have seen some of his work, to be honest. I've seen Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, Autopsy of Jane Doe, and Troll Hunter. So I'm familiar with his work. He has a really interesting directing style. However, this movie is a little bit more limiting because it's based off of a chapter of the original Bram Stoker novel, which is really limiting in a way because that's like just one chapter. You have to make a whole movie based off one chapter. So this movie does something bold by introducing new characters that weren't in the book and just sort of trying to craft an entire movie around just one setting and one event. So it doesn't really work in that regard because you have to sort of make those characters really interesting, but it also has the limitations of, like, you know, being only one chapter, but also having to only, you know, sort of follow the book still, so you kind of know what happens at the end, and nothing really happens for a good 45 minutes in this movie. In that regard, basically, the characters sort of sit around waiting for stuff to happen. They don't know that the vampire's on the boat, so they sort of just, nothing really happens for a long time, and the characters are very reactive. You know, Dracula kills some livestock. We don't get our first human kill until almost like 50 minutes into the film. The movie looks great. I mean, it has a good visual style, has a good budget, 45 mil, so the ship looks nice, the costumes are fine. The violence is kind of quick and simple. The kills aren't very interesting. There's not much story or theme, so like overall, you know, the cast does a good job. You've got the good look, but you don't have the story because you have to make an entire movie based off one chapter. You already kind of know the ending. You don't do a good job of building up these characters, then it's like not really worth it, to be honest. So The Last Voyage of the Demeter is an interesting little film, but the payoff isn't really worth the wait. So I give The Last Voyage of the Demeter a 4 out of 10.